I have to make sure that the Discord is properly. Somebody talk. Sweet mercy. Yep, everyone's good.
Well,
We're all
Mr.
fine.
Hi.
Hello.
Been a while. But we're back.
So long.
You know what? Everything is just fine. Everything is A-okay. There's nothing else that could possibly go wrong with this, especially in this session.
Specifically.
I'm still angry, Lilith.
You know what? It'll work out. It'll be fine. Nothing else could possibly go wrong.
Right.
Could we
So,
get, like, a big recap?
that's what I was about to get into. So, last time we left off, you all saw a giant dragon leave, taking half the mountain behind Gordwin down with it, and head northeast towards the snow-capped areas of the continent. Rather than following that, you all learned that your wayward party member Kingdon was a bit to the southeast a little bit. Well, further east than south of Gordwin. About 2 days' travel. Nothing too major, but, you know, it's still something. At least you know where the boy is at. And you were given the description that it feels like home to him. For some reason. So, all of you are currently outside of Gordwin, because this lovely little lich that's on screen decided to help you all out and teleport you using magic. And you appeared in the middle of the woods.
Thank goodness. Finally, something green.
Now, it's not like a heavy wooded area. It's more of a sparse wooded kind of feel. This area still is within the area of Gordwind, but at least there's vegetation here.
Luke gives a bit of a sigh. So much quieter here.
Lilith looks at the party. Alright, which one of you fuckers has the message spell?
What? Why are you angry?
I mean, technically.
Alright. Could you please use it to contact my dad?
Right. Because he's going to listen to me.
Is there any way you could use it so I could talk to him?
No, I don't think so.
Then I guess this is the only way we're gonna get to him.
Isn't your people's whole thing being anti-magic? How do you think a tiny little message spell's gonna get past that?
Not anti-magic. Anti-religion. Not all magic comes from deities.
Right. Mine does, though. So.
I mean, I doubt we could send the fox.
I don't think that would be a good idea, from what I've heard.
No. Can you try?
I don't even know where we are. I can try it.
Just let him know that there's two of me.
Right.
I'm sure he knows about the other one. And let him know that this one would like to talk to him.
All right.
And I promise I will try to be civil.
Do you think we're within 120 feet? of your father? Because that's how far that reaches.
Mm. I don't know where he is.
Your sword lights up on your back, Lilith.
Oh.
And you hear a kind of rattling noise for a second that grinds a little bit. Like it's not a pleasant noise. And then you hear, I think you're thinking of sending.
Oh, sending. Yes. Do you know how to do that, Mr. White?
I'm in a sword.
You are indeed in a sword, yes.
It takes 3 components to use. I've got the verbal down. I don't have the material, and I don't have hands.
Hmm. No one else hears this, right?
No.
So I'm just talking to my sword.
You absolutely
yeah, I
are
just pull
talking
it
to
off.
yourself.
I just pull it off my back, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. You don't have hands. Can anyone do sending?
No.
No, sorry, I'm not very magic.
Hmm.
I can speak with animals. That's
I
the
don't
best
know
I
if
can
he
do.
can. I don't know if he can speak with animals. How the fuck am I gonna get this bastard's attention then?
Have we considered sending a letter to someone in Gordwin that can get the message to him? I don't know who they. Well, it would probably be. It would probably be the kid, wouldn't it? Well, that took your body. Well,
I
no,
don't.
because you said it's not. This is all
Maybe.
confusing.
Can I talk to the Rex?
We don't have the tattoos anymore, do we?
You do?
Oh, we do. Okay.
You're still under their employ.
Here, let's see if they can pass along a message. They probably won't, but I'll like tap at my tattoo. How does this work again? They usually just pull me through. So
Aelin, you notice that as you're looking at your tattoo, it does seem a bit more faded than what you remember.
huh.
It's not gone, but it's definitely lessened in intensity. And you get the distinct feeling that the eye is not on your group right now.
Hmm.
Mm,
And you did just get their sister back.
how do you guys activate it? I don't have one anymore.
Can Roger kind of just like try to reach out to the tattoo, give it a poke?
You know what? Give me an Arcana check. See how well it does.
All right. Sure.
Since unfortunately this tattoo is arcane in nature.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Oh?
Oh,
Oh.
19.
19. Ooh. So, using your clerical knowledge of how your magic works, you just sort of try to feel it out, see exactly how you can activate it on your own. And as you're feeling your energy through this tattoo, you notice that the tattoo is definitely inactive right now. Like it's in a waiting mode, more or less.
Yeah, these things are on Do Not Disturb.
Oh.
It's and she's like trying to contain her anger. Like you could tell, like she's trying.
You hear from the sword, punch a tree.
I punch a tree.
since I really don't know, Luke wouldn't really know what's going on here. I'm gonna have like Luke look around and see if he sees any sign of anybody else in this area, or maybe which direction they need to start.
Give me a perception check.
Ooh, okay. And gonna roll the dice. Perception.
Yes.
17.
Well, you don't really know exactly how you missed it up until this point. But you do see about 4 or 5 trees over, a very long burn mark heading east.
Oh.
And a trail of just blackened area. Like the ground has been turned to charcoal.
Hey, guys? That doesn't look good, right? Normally, woods and
Oh.
fire.
I think it'll lead us to Kingdom.
I'm
I
gonna
think
go
it'll lead us-
investigate it a little bit.
Alright, Kaylin, give me a perception check. Investigation. Clearly you see the burns. You're trying to figure out what's going on, right?
Yep. Let's see. I got only a +1 to that. Oh.
I'm gonna give you advantage because it is in the middle of the woods, and fire is something you are used to seeing in woods.
Yes. Okay,
Can
I got
I
a
get-
12 or a 10. Well, 12 it is.
12 total. You know that the flames were being brought along from a west to east pattern. Roger, what were you going to say?
Can I pick up any kind of like general information or orientation from my passive perception, or do you want me to roll for something?
What are you looking for?
I am just observing.
From your observations, you're clearly able to see that this was indeed coming from Gordwin and is heading due east. Obviously very fast, because the burns don't seem to have lasted long. Like, it ran through, and the wind shear from behind it blew the flames out.
Wow.
Is this the dragon?
Absolutely not. It is way too
No.
small to be any part of the dragon.
So we don't
And
know
it
what
goes,
this
like,
fire.
Out of sight. Just straight.
Oh yeah,
ahead.
it goes into the distance. There's just this
Well,
perfect, just carved out, melted area.
I
Well-
look back over at Lilith. Your friend Kingdon, was it? Is he
Yes,
known to just randomly burst into flames?
Not typically.
well,
And what did?
the Lich guy said that he would give us a head start on going to find him. So, I don't know. I guess this is a trail and it goes somewhere. And we don't know where we are. So, we may as well follow it.
Yeah, I guess I'll like Lilith just looks down at the thing and like shrugs and goes after it. Meanwhile, can I say while I'm traveling, I'm like going through like all of the belongings on me, like just like trying to look and see what the commander had on his person.
Absolutely.
Good idea.
I will DM you exactly what you find.
Also, while we're walking, obviously these trees have been burned, right? But it's like really quick fire.
Oh
Are
yes.
they still on fire? Or
No.
are they just
No,
severely
it
burned?
was like they were set on fire all at once, and then they were immediately blown out. But the flames were hot enough to partially melt the ground in the very center.
Do I see within like any any footprints, any claw marks, anything like that would kind of give me an idea what a
You
start
just
is?
see every now and again about 30 to 40 foot incisions into the ground that are a bit more melted than the rest, that are kind of staggered every now and again.
Is it tired?
Not like haggard. It was like one's on the right side, one's on the left sides, one's a bit further to the middle of the right side, that kind of
Okay.
thing. They're not in line.
Okay. But it looks like something that would have been up on 2 feet, correct?
It's just the 2 feet with 40-foot long trenches.
Oh, okay, I understand what you're saying. Like it's
It,
galloping.
it, it is melted for 40 feet straight before it
Gotcha.
comes up again.
Oh, it's leaping. Gotcha. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Sorry. Had to get my mind wrapped around it. Luke looks very concerned. He looks back at Kaylin. Are you familiar with creatures that could give this kind of distance in a run?
That would
Pretty
be on fire the entire time? Not really. But, I don't think I can tell too much more than you can from where we are now, but we might have some more tracks or something to follow further down.
Yeah.
But at least the fire came through so quickly, it won't have done a ton of long-term damage, I don't think.
No, I don't
Sometimes
think.
fire is good.
Yeah, I think they'll be able to recover the trees. It was not going to stay too long. It doesn't look like it got too deep, so they should be all right.
I don't have a feeling we're going to be following this. I mean, I suppose at least it's easy to follow, but
I mean, if we miss this, I think we probably we got a problem. I'm actually more concerned if it does just disappear.
I hope it doesn't.
Yeah, me too.
Is that you said it's not the complete list yet?
Right. That's
You said
the complete
sorry,
list.
not done.
That's the complete
Okay.
list.
I'm gonna pull out the spell scrolls.
How many of them?
Can any? All 3.
Right, so Lilith pulls out 3 scrolls, obviously spell scrolls.
And you said I can't read them.
No.
Any of you bitches read this shit?
Potentially?
I'm gonna hand them over.
Roger,
Take a look.
are you going to grab them, Roger?
Yes.
You should make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. Sure. Always a great sign. Nat 20.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
The moment you go to grab this thing, you feel like the scrolls themselves tried to activate something over you, but you were able to just brush it aside immediately as you grabbed them. It wasn't like it was trying to harm you, it was just like trying to change something.
Mm.
Yeah,
Cool.
all 3 of them tried at the same time, and you just... No, stop it. So, what you have in your hands is 3 different sort of spell scrolls. You notice immediately upon unfurling them that there is an inverse spell of comprehend languages to make anyone who reads this, if they can't resist it, be unable to comprehend the language on the scrolls.
Mm.
Which you were able to bat aside like it was a child's plaything. The first scroll is a scroll of sending that has been completed, unfortunately. But it does have a full notary of what was said. And reading through, this is a lot of reading, but you can tell from just a glance this is a list of reports being sent back to the Empire of the progress in Gordwin. mostly progress from Marisha,
Mhm.
and how she was, as a whole, failing as a leader. And constant requests from the Platinum Knight, the Grand General, that she be removed from leadership and someone who actually cared for the city take up the mantle. And was constantly denied. The second spell scroll is a spell scroll of Force Wall.
Oh.
Wall of Force. My apologies. I got that wrong. And the third one you can tell, because it says it, part 1 of 3 of a full scroll of Wish.
Oh,
Oh.
You can see about halfway through where the spell scroll just suddenly ends. So you don't have the complete spell.
Ooh.
I'm gonna pull out my sword. Well, wait, do you say this to do you like
No,
you're not
Roger
gonna announce
reads
it?
them. No, Roger reads them, and when she gets to like the wish spell, and she goes, "Oh, interesting."
What is it?
Well, one of them is a wall of force. One of them is a well, it was a sending scroll. Unfortunately, it's used, but it does have status reports from the Grand General to presumably your father. Mostly about how much Mauritia sucked. And then this
Yeah, she
last
did.
one seems to be an incomplete spell scroll. Not quite sure what it is, but I think it'll come in handy. Anything that takes 3 scrolls to write, it's gotta be something good.
Mm. I'm gonna pull out my sword real quick. We're walking and talking.
Of course.
Hey, Mr. Skeleton Man, you said you don't have the components for the wish spell, right?
The sending.
Or the not wish spell, the sending spell.
Don't have hands.
All right, what if you used mine?
That doesn't sound
You're
like
very
fun.
blasé about me taking over your body.
I
Well,
mean,
technically,
let's
it's not hers
be.
anyway.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's be real. Ain't my body anyway.
You're still in control.
All right, you put them in that body. Surely you can put them back if you nudge them aside a bit, right?
But you can't hear a word the sword's saying.
Yeah, you can't hear anything the sword says.
Um,
All right.
But if that's what you
Listen.
want, I can try. I'll be the one talking, though.
Can you just let them know that I
Here,
get
I'm
split in two?
just going to state that is the most powerful wizard I've ever seen. And you want me to tell him that his daughter is split into 2. And he doesn't know
Yes.
me from anyone in the world.
and he. Nope, I can't speak.
I
will
wish I
be
could
ripped.
say. Can we both have partial control?
It's all or nothing. There's not enough of you. I don't want to be ripped apart, piece by piece.
fucking let him know that you saved me, I guess. Because you
Yes,
did.
he's
You
going to
saved me.
believe a skeleton. A cursed weapon skeleton.
You'd be talking with my face, though.
That would make it worse.
I mean, fuck, do you have any ideas? I kind of don't like the idea of him not knowing about me. He always knows about everything.
So why is now different?
Because he probably isn't. If he fucking knows about me, then he would have said something by now. He never rejects me wanting to talk to him.
Unless something bigger showed up, like someone taking over his Platinum Knights.
There is also the giant dragon. Wait, sorry.
And there's a giant dragon that just was the size of a half of the continent, flying in the sky.
Then he should have said, not right now. Acknowledged it at least. He's never just fucking ignored me.
I don't know what to tell you here. I've been dead for a long time.
Is there any way you could activate the sending spell and then give back control?
Then the sending spell would break.
Fuck.
What's most likely to happen if he doesn't find out right away?
Then I don't have my dad backing me up.
You have us. And Kingdon needs you.
He does.
Why do you need your dad to back you up?
Because he's my fucking dad, okay?
You didn't know he had your back up until he said something. What changed?
I don't know. I don't like not having access to talk to him. I get like what, a few times talking to him after like a fucking year, and now I can't.
Not
Maybe
yet.
fuck, maybe I missed him, okay?
So let's get your boy toy, and then we'll send a letter.
Okay, fine.
He
He's
can't.
not my fucking boy toy. He's my boyfriend.
How is that different?
Okay, I'm putting you back in your holster. You're too sassy right now.
That was a genuine question.
Kaylin or Luke leans over to Kaylin. What's a boy toy?
I'll tell you when you're older.
But I'm 21.
All right, let's find King first, and then we can worry about my dad maybe ghosting me.
Roger turns to what Luke.
Yeah.
Was like, well, when one person really loves another and the other one is just there for fun, that's a boy toy. But I think fiance should be the word used once we get him back.
Wouldn't it be crush? And you got engaged?
Wait, since when am I engaged? Lilith is like freaking out. Did I lose my memories too?
No, but one of you better propose to each other once we get you two reunited. I'm sick of seeing y'all just
Dancing around each other.
Yeah, I mean,
We're
you
not
don't have to
dancing
get married
around
if
each
that's
other.
not a thing you're into, but
I don't
I don't see why you
know
pretend
if
that you don't care about each other. Well, I mean, you don't pretend you don't care about each other, but you seem to hold back on telling each other how you feel a little.
I don't think King would. I don't know if he would
Really?
want that.
Really?
You know what? Here,
Yeah.
we'll talk it through while we
The moment
talk.
you state that it's about the kingdom wouldn't be into that, you just notice all the patterns on the sword just immediately light up as bright red as they can.
What?
And all of you collectively hear from the sword, really?
I don't
Oh
know
my.
if he. I don't think he would. It's not that he wouldn't want to. It's just marrying me comes with a lot of responsibility.
Isn't that kind of part of it when you do get to be together? You're taking on the heavy burden to make it easier?
I don't think he exactly signed up to be married to the Empress whenever he
All right. So
got with me.
So ask him, and I guarantee he'll say yes. I'll let you have your emotional collapse. Let's get moving.
Just like mental breakdown.
Kaylin's gonna loop one of their arms through Lilith, kind of lead them down the path. For what it's worth, wouldn't you rather Kingdom love or want to marry you because it's you and not because you're Empress?
I mean, that's why I never told him.
Well, this is the perfect time to figure out how you want to tell him.
No, I mean, like, he knows now that I'm gonna be the future Empress. It's just
But does he know that you want to marry him?
Shut up.
Make me.
Like, nudges you.
See?
Such a tsundere.
It is sweet how much you two care about each other.
So, this is unfortunately going to be quite the walk. So, is there anything you guys want to do along this walk? Or just small talk?
I'm gonna look at the fucking Platinum Knight necklace.
It's the necklace that's supposed to block out clerical influence around it, but it is completely broken in half.
Luke's gonna loop around over to Roger. Hey.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Well, we just got our shit rocked, and now we're going on a long walk towards I don't know where to find a missing compatriot. I guess as well as I can be doing.
No, you're pretty upset about Fuji.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Good friend, huh?
I hope so.
I don't think you have a reaction to someone leaving like that, to someone just to say, hope so. Sometimes when you leave like that, there's a bigger reason. It's not to hurt the person, but it's to make sense of a situation that maybe you didn't ask for.
There's a whole lot of layers to it, kid. He's a god. I'm a cleric. I don't know if he's aware, how aware he's there's like the trees are like him, but it's
Since when does titles matter to have a friend? So what if he's a god? What if you're a cleric? Titles don't absolutely mean the level of friendship you feel entitled to have. Just means you have something really in common. Fuji's a really cool guy. I really don't think that his status is what makes him that. It's just a really cool perk, though.
I know his whole thing is like the bonds and friends and whatever, but ow. It feels selfish to, be upset about a god having better things to do. Especially when we have another friend who's presumably in a lot of fucking danger, she says, gesturing to the scorched surroundings. So, yeah, well, he said we'd see each other again, so I'm just gonna believe it, and I'm gonna put it in a box, and I'm gonna put that to the side. And we'll open the box when we are not actively in a war.
For what it's worth, when I was going to go leave to look for my friend, my mom didn't take it very well. She couldn't understand why I would go to such lengths to go find him. If they just up and left, then why am I trying so hard? But I wasn't satisfied with well, they're gone. It wasn't enough. And it never will be. And I made a promise to my mom. I'll be back once I find my friend. You have a right to be upset. Those are your feelings. Admittedly, I felt kind of selfish when I walked in the room and there was nothing. Couldn't understand why. But all I had to do was plant my feet firmly and go find them. I had to beat my mom before she'd let me go. That was rough. But long story short, you always have someone to come back to. And I firmly believe he's gonna find you. Because I don't think he's gonna give up till he does. If you need to talk at any time, I'm here.
Well, look, kid, I don't mean to dismiss this whole emotional pep talk, you've given me. I appreciate that. I don't
It's
know,
okay.
man. You spilled your whole backstory. Now I feel bad for just being like, oh, whatever. I'm fine. I'm glad you have someone to go back to, and I'm glad that you're
But it's
out
not.
looking for your friend. But
I don't want you to feel pity.
Appreciated. It's look, kid. I'll support you, but I'm good. Okay, don't worry about me. I know. He promised, and that's his whole thing. I'm good.
Whatever you choose to believe, Roger. I'll support you either way.
Roger, how tall is Luke?
Luke is 5'6". About average height.
I think I made Roger tall. I don't know.
Let's say you did make Roger tall.
Yeah, I did make Roger tall. Roger kind of like reaches over and like, does the older cousin kind of thing where they wrap the arm around you and give you a noogie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does that too. It's like, all right, kid, off you get.
He laughs.
She lets him go.
You will say his head is very hard. He's got a pretty hard head, but he
It was like
He
nugging a
smiles.
rock.
yeah. He smiles, looks at you happily, and he's gonna go back to the front. He's kind of like analyzing the trail as they're going to see if he sees any changes.
Roger's kind of just keeping a general eye out, less for detail and more for safety.
Right. I want everyone's passive perceptions real quick. Roger, shut up.
It's a 22.
Shut up.
10.
15.
So angry about that.
You're the one that said yes to it.
I did, because it does make sense in the rules, and then those rules betrayed me.
Passive perception 13.
13, 15, 10. And Abomination.
You haven't learned the ways of mentally deranging cats.
Oh no, you see, here's the thing. That passive perception is a double-edged sword.
Oh yeah, that's why I signed up for it, because it'd be fun.
So, the rest of you don't see anything unusual. Roger, every now and again, as you're walking...
You see heaven.
No. Chill. We're not going that far. You see something large, about mid-height, sort of with white fur covering it, just sort of pass between trees every now and again, in seemingly random spots ahead of you. I can't quite make out what it is. You just see the white fur, and then it's gone as soon as a tree passes.
Noted.
So, thankfully, the rest of the day, other than you continually seeing that for the remainder of the day, goes rather uneventfully. You notice that over time, these scorch marks are getting a bit shorter. Instead of being 40 feet long, they're now about 20 feet long. So whatever it is slowing down.
I think this thing's getting tired.
And it's about
Do you see
dusk
any,
about this
like,
time.
Tracks yet?
Again, most of it's just these trails that are deeper than the rest.
Good. Maybe it got tired and didn't hurt King.
About
It's fine.
about another mile after that, you start seeing, instead of the trees and stuff being burned, you start to see them start to being toppled.
Huh.
As if something has just barreled through them. You see, Kaylin, you're most familiar. You see something sharp, about the size of, about the same separation as would be of claws, just sort of raking across the sides of the trees. After a ways, and those trees are just shredded. They're just bark now. For about
Does it
30 trees down. And then all the burns, all the marks stop cold.
do the marks on the trees look like it was like using them for movement or attacking them or in a fight?
All of them are laid down in the same direction. So, best you can infer is it was slowing down? But, you know, using 30 trees to slow down.
I don't like whatever's at the end of this path.
But again, at the end of it,
A
it's
lot.
just this scorched mark, and then nothing but open forest again.
What the hell?
Luke kind of walks around and starts kind of sniffing, seeing if he can smell anything other outside of.
You
The burn.
immediately are assaulted with the smell of brimstone. And sulfur.
Oh, that's a terrible odor.
What?
Oh,
Can I smell it?
As soon as you start pawing, like, scratching his nose, like, ah, and you start to notice, like, hints of it.
That's not a good sign.
Obviously, this area does not supposed to have brimstone or sulfur in it. This part of the woods, it just shouldn't be.
I'm gonna look around and see if I can find any, like, obvious signs of why we might be smelling sulfur just in case.
Alright, give me an
bring my-
investigation check.
I don't know. Because otherwise I expect to find something demonic, but I don't want to find something demonic. Maybe I'll just find sulfur. Boy, I sure investigated with a whole 11.
It's coming from the burn mark at the very end. 100%.
Oh. So, I suspect there's some demony things happening there.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not
Well,
my expertise.
Lilith pulls out her sword. And, like, is readied.
Roger, you see a patch of white fur again. This time much closer, about 4 trees away from you before it walks behind a different tree.
Roger, kind of while the others are looking around the scorch mark, wanders off towards where she last saw the fur.
You walk about 2 trees deep, and off to the right, you see a wolf with white fur, sitting on its hind legs, staring at you. One blue eye, one orange eye.
Is that Tenma?
Yeah, but
I
Roger
forget what
doesn't
she
know
looks
who
like.
that is.
Yeah, we don't know what. No, we don't know anything about her.
Well, we've seen only 2 wolves in the entire campaign.
Well, you're not who I was looking for.
It slowly gets up and starts walking a bit further towards the burn mark, but a bit veering off to the left of it.
I don't know if I should follow strange wolves in when
We
we're
know
pushing
that-
humans.
No, I probably wouldn't follow strange wolves. I don't
Do we
know how
notice
these
that-
wolves-
Oh no, the rest of you are still in the burn area. Roger's 2
Okay.
trees away. Again, the trees are a bit more sparse here. So, easily a good 20 feet.
Is Roger like out of sight of us?
No, it's just, distant. You notice she's still there, you just don't notice anything else.
Alright, then I guess if we're still checking out the burn marks, do we see anything else around that might indicate anything going in another direction? We're just, like, trying to pick up the path, I guess?
Okay, you give me a survival check. With advantage, because you're in the middle of the woods.
Yay, I can do that. That one's 19.
So, you do see, off the edge of the scorch marks, you do see what look to be tracks, but you don't recognize what kind of creature it is. It seems to have 5 toes in the front, but they're like claws, and one in the back that sort of dig into the ground slightly as it walks.
Oh. Kind of like something that flies?
Almost, but it's a bit too shallow for that.
I've never seen tracks like that, but we have a trail to follow.
Luke looks at him. Don't ask me to smell it. I can't smell anything but bad eggs.
No, you don't have to keep smelling it. Please don't upset yourself, my friend. But Lilith, do you want to keep following this?
Yeah, I think it might lead, or I'm hoping. I'm hoping and I'm not hoping at the same time that it leads to King, because I don't want whatever this thing is to have hurt him.
Well,
Surely he can smell it like a mile away.
Marjorie, you do notice the rest of your party members did find a trail. It does follow a very similar path to where that wolf was going.
Is the wolf just like gone now, or? Is
Oh
she
yes,
kinda-
you the moment you break eye contact with it, it's gone.
Hmm. Hmm. Roger is just out loud, like arms crossed, staring where the wolf went, just looking back at the party, staring at the wolf, just going. Hmm. Hmm.
something wrong? Besides what we already know is wrong?
Can I try? I don't think this is gonna do anything, but it's the only thing I have that could extend my senses. So I am going to cast See Invisibility.
Alright.
Lasts an hour. For the duration, I see invisible creatures and objects as if they were visible, and I can see into the ethereal plane. Ethereal creatures and objects appear ghostly and translucent.
So, around the area where the scorch marks are, you see sort of this ghostly pieces of things. You don't really see a single full body, you just see pieces. But other than that, that's it.
That's not a good sign. And it's just a bunch of like pieces in that one area. They don't
Exactly.
kind of
It's like whatever was there is now everywhere. It very much looks like the center burn mark is where it used to be, is given the pattern of the pieces.
Hey y'all, can you hold up for a minute? I need to follow a strange wolf. I'll be right back.
What?
Well, a wolf has been following us, and then I think it wants to show me. I mean, you can come with me.
I mean, is it gonna lead us to King?
Yeah.
Uh,
It had two different colored glowing eyes, so I don't think it is natural. But I have no idea what it is.
Maybe we can put a little time to it, but just not a ton.
Okay.
Because we don't know. We can't know for sure that Kingdon is that other way, but
Well,
we
the
can cover
direction,
both options now.
the directions were somewhat parallel.
Okay.
Not well, unless it goes off on a crazy diversion. But I don't know. It went this way, and she starts like walking, leading that way.
All right. How about you and I can follow that path. Lilith and Luke can follow the other, and if they take us far enough away from each other that we get out of sight, I can use Wild Shape and try and keep an eye on both of us so we don't get lost. And after maybe like an hour or so, if we haven't found anything, we'll meet back up.
I guess.
So, plan?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I'm not usually the one making plans. It's my best option.
Luke is still pinching his nose.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Can we just move on? My nose is burning.
So, Lilith and Luke are going to follow the tracks, whereas Kaylin and Roger are going to follow the wolf. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing the wrong thing, DM.
Splitting the party always ends well.
You split the party first. You took our boy from us.
Just stating, all of this was self-inflicted. They asked for
True.
it.
I did.
What time is it out?
It is almost dark.
Oh, that.
Maybe we shouldn't wait the hour.
I have, as a Twilight Cleric, I have Eyes of Night. I have Dark Vision out to a range of 300 feet.
Lovely.
I'll keep an eye on them. If they get out of sight, we can message. And if they get out of sight, then maybe we go back and follow the other trail. I'm not entirely sure the intentions of this wolf.
Ooh, I could turn into something that has better night vision. I just, won't be able to talk.
I have speak with animals. So you could talk to me.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see how. Yes. It lasts 10 minutes. Well, I think, yeah. If we get out farther than 10 minutes, I'm not super committed to this path. I just wanted to bring forth information, and it seems like people are interested. Let's get going before it gets even darker.
Yeah. Yeah, we can figure this out as we go.
Alright, so you're all heading out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be safe, you two.
I'm keeping an eye on where we're going in relation to the other path the others are taking.
Yeah, I definitely want to be much more on alert going forward. Trying not to completely lose sight of the other two until we...
It is very easy to state that both of you are running parallel paths. Only about 100 or so feet from each other.
We'll just wave to each other occasionally.
And this path doesn't seem to falter. Every now and again, Roger, whenever you start to start to drift, you'll just see a brief bit of white fur just sort of pass out between two trees ahead of you, as if it was correcting you. And all of you, after about 30 minutes of this walking, I'm still on the same parallel track. About 30 minutes in, Lilith and Luke, both of you lose sight of the tracks. They just stop. Instead of being in the walking motion, they're just stopped right next to each other. Like it was just standing. And then it's just gone.
Kind of kneel down and tries to sniff around the ground.
The ground is nothing but rocks ahead. That is why you're not getting any tracks.
Do I still smell like brimstone?
It is a very, very faint smell now.
Okay. But I don't see like scorch marks or anything on the rock.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Normal rocks from here on out.
Luke turns to Lilith. The smell is a little bit more faint, but I think it's still continuing down the rock path. Do you have anything on your person? Sorry, I may have asked this already, but that might have belonged to your boyfriend?
This is
Fiance?
my body, so no.
Oh. Makes it a little bit more difficult.
Roger, about the time these two stop, you see the wolf step out behind a tree about 100 or so feet ahead of you and sit down on its hind legs again, staring at you.
Roger turns to Kaylin like,
Kaylin's currently AFK.
damn. I kind of look to Kaylin and
Sorry.
You're good.
Kaylin's back.
I turn to Kaylin like, like literally just reach out, point at the you see the wolf too, or
And then now that Roger has pointed it out, you absolutely see this wolf that, by druidic standards, that's not a wolf.
What is it?
That nothing about that says nature to you. Nothing about that wolf is natural. Especially to this area. That is not a wolf. You don't know what it is, but that's not a wolf.
There's something off with
well,
that.
yeah, I knew that. I know.
Just because it doesn't look hostile doesn't mean it's friendly. It's been leading us the same way.
Parallel, yeah.
We followed it this far and nothing's happened. I guess any other bridges will burn when we get there.
I'm gonna,
Oof.
over on my side, maybe try to sniff around for a different scent other than the brimstone. Maybe a little bit further ahead.
Alright, give me a survival check.
Survival. Not that great. It's about an 8.
Now, that brimstone smell kind of messed up your sniffer for a little bit.
Yes.
Definitely stuck in there right now.
I look back at Lilith. I'm sorry. I'm still only smelling brimstone.
Lilith is gonna just call out, King.
No response. Although, Roger, Kaylin, whenever both of you hear Lilith yell out King, 100 feet to your right, you do notice the wolf just sort of turns its head towards Lilith.
You're not king, right? She asked the wolf.
It slowly turns back to you. And just
Yes.
blinks.
Oh. I cast Speak with Animals.
That is an animal. I believe.
Are you Kingdon?
It sort of bares its teeth for half a second. And
I'll
then
take that as a no.
and then it just sort of
Emphatic no.
like stands up a little straighter. And then gets up off the ground, walks behind the tree. And the other side of the on the other side of the tree, a tiefling walks out. To use the language of beasts for me, I can think of no greater insult.
Look, you chose to dress up as a wolf, and you aren't answering when I was talking to you in common.
I was being enigmatic.
Well, when you won't respond when I'm talking to you, I'm gonna assume that you don't understand me. If you don't want me to make that assumption, communicate.
Never been one of my strong suits.
Yeah, are we close enough to smell if there's brimstone coming off of this person?
make a survival check.
Absolutely. Come on, dice. Break the cycle. Don't fail me. Yes. 19.
You do not smell brimstone from this lady.
Oh.
Instead, smell a heavy, heavy scent of blood.
Oh. Shit.
Hold on, I think I know.
Roger, maybe we don't sass this one.
You, she points at you, Kaelin. Go ahead and get your other two compatriots. Best to have you all in one spot so I'm not repeating myself. She waves at you dismissively.
Right, I'm gonna go over to Lilith and Luke and be like, I need you both to maybe stay a little quiet because I don't know who this person is. But
You found someone?
yes, we were following this thing that it looked like a wolf. It's not a wolf. Now it looks like a tiefling. I don't know if it's a tiefling either, but I smell blood. Like,
Do you think do you think
It-
they hurt King?
You know, Luke, now that
I
Kaelin
don't
mentions
know
it, you have an overpowering smell of blood now.
Oh,
It
Oh,
it
no.
almost immediately took over the brimstone.
oh no.
It's too
Oh,
soon to say if it hurt King, but it wants to talk to all of us, and I think my instincts are telling me, let's just play nice and hope that whatever it wants, it doesn't want our blood.
okay.
We don't have time for another fight right now.
I'm gonna try and fight my instincts as well. Don't throw up. Don't throw up. Don't throw up.
Just relax and I'll try and take the lead on it. Hopefully it won't. Well, Roger kind of already made a little bit of a bad impression. Well, not bad impression, just Roger impression. But
Surely not. Roger's nice.
I mean, honestly, those
Roger's
two go hand in hand.
fantastic. Roger knows how to treat bad people badly, which is great until the bad people are dangerous. Okay, we better go. I don't want to keep this thing waiting. So just let's mind ourselves, please. And I'll lead them back over. So I hope that an introduction is in order.
I keep my sword out.
So aggressive. Me like.
I'm taken.
How old are they? How long will they live?
Just as long as me.
Shame. So, half a person over here. The droid is just overjoyed and back where they belong, and... Well, you're a delightful creature as far from home.
Who's she referring to?
She's looking directly at Luke.
Looks a little uncomfortable.
Didn't expect to see any of you around here.
Well, I decided to take on a traveling hobby.
Traveling hobby, that's what you're going with?
Roger kind of steps in front of
You know, it's bad manners to lie.
I'm not lying.
Leave the kid alone. You wanted to talk to all of us?
Am I not doing that?
I assumed it was something important.
Oh, it is. Just want to, put the numbers back where they're supposed to be. So, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. How's that?
I don't make deals. I don't know.
Oh,
the full
it's not a deal.
terms of.
Think of it more as a favor.
That sounds like a deal to me.
What do you want?
I just need this one, she points at Luke,
No,
to do a task.
no.
Nothing different than what he's been doing so far. Just in a different direction.
No.
I'm sorry.
Look.
I don't think I was talking to you.
I thought you were talking to all of us.
Yes, one by one. You'll have your turn. So, your name, child?
I'm Luke.
Luke. Well, Luke. Believe one of the things you're looking for is in a different location where you are now.
Well, that's obvious.
No, what you three are looking for is different than what he's looking for.
We already knew that.
She reaches
No.
into her bosom and pulls out a small piece of paper. And she holds it out towards you, Luke. That is the name and the location that you need to go to find what you want. At least the next step.
Don't take it yet, kid.
It's one step closer.
Try to
Definitely.
push the other half.
Hmm?
You said you scratch our back, we whatever the saying is. So Luke gets that slip of paper, and what do you get?
The pieces where they're supposed to be.
Right, and that means what?
Well, that depends on his answer now, doesn't it?
Yeah, this isn't a good idea.
What if she knows where she is? I can't go home until I find her.
If she knows where she is, then that means she's findable, Luke. We can find her, and we don't need to make undiscussed deals with.
I've already stated it's not a deal. No contract. Nothing in writing.
I prefer a contract, honestly.
Oh, you seem so attached to your current abilities, though. I mean, I'm open to making a deal with you if you want.
We don't even know who you are.
No, you don't. So, Luke, your answer.
Negotiations in writing.
Luke, your answer.
What do you want with her once I find her?
Oh, nothing. Once you find her, the piece will already be in place. It'll be exactly where it needs to be.
enemies. You gonna hurt them?
As I said, I don't want anything to do with them.
What's your name?
Omnet.
Omnet?
That is the form you're speaking to now.
But if I do this, no harm comes to them?
No more than what normally would. It's not like I control everything.
And what happens to
If
you?
they go on their way. Continue their journey. Alright, you have 15 seconds or I'm taking it back. I grow bored with this.
Okay, well, just wait a minute. If I do this,
10
help them
seconds.
find Kingdon.
8, 7.
Will you agree and I'll take it?
6, 5, 4, 3.
He grabs it.
I knew you'd be agreeable. Run along. You have places to be. Don't want to be late now, do you?
Look back at the others.
Roger looks devastated.
Oh, now, Roger, don't give us that look. It's only natural to search for the ones that are important to you. After all, weren't you ready to leave the other friend of yours just to go find your friend?
I'm going to reach up into my hair where that one braid is hanging down.
Mhm.
And take off the piece of cloth, and I'm going to walk over to Roger. And gently reach for Roger's hand.
Roger will take it. I shouldn't. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have.
Hey.
I shouldn't have followed strange wolves. If
It's okay.
something happens to you,
Hey. I wrap the, it's like a ribbon around Roger's hand. This is not goodbye, Roger. So I'll see you later. Please don't be mad at me. But you've got to go find Kingdon. I am so sorry. You see him start to tear up. I'm so sorry if I put pressure on you.
No. She grabs him by the shoulders and kind of shakes him a bit. No. Can't. Just please. Just stay safe. Alright. I'll find a way. I'll find a way to contact you. Right.
You've got it. I know you can. And I'll answer right back, I promise. I promise I'm your friend, I promise.
Roger hugs him.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's going off to war with that kind of response.
It's gonna be okay, Roger. And if you ever
Roger
find
is
yourself,
glaring at that's like over the top of Luke's head, just like I
You?
it's okay.
Alright, kid. If you promise.
I
I'm glad
promise.
you'll find your friends, and I'm glad you'll get to go home. Just promise me you do that.
And I promise to meet you again, okay? I promise.
Just let me know you're safe.
I'll find you. I'm really good at tracking. I found your scent.
I guess you'll be able to find it again, huh? Especially with this, as she holds up the ribbon.
I'll find you. I'll look at the others. I look at Kaylin. Protect nature.
You know, well, and for what it's worth, it may seem like you're being used as a pawn on whatever path this is, but you're not.
I really was bad at chess.
Yeah, exactly. Flip the board.
Tell the robo guy. He was really loud, but it was nice getting to meet him. I look at Lilith. I hope you find your mate.
Hey, thanks for helping us, kid, and if you need anything, if anyone gives you any trouble, I'll kick their ass.
I'll remember that. But I don't have a donkey. But thank you.
Sure. Yeah, donkey. Right.
I smile at all of them. If I find Fuji, I'll let him know you're looking for him. Give Roger one big hug. Step back a bit. Go. You guys don't have much time before it gets dark. Bed down, be on guard. Let's get going. And I turn and...
Alright, I'm done with all this boorish tears. She snaps her fingers and Luke vanishes in a puff of smoke. So, now that's done. Suppose you're looking for this. She snaps her fingers, and right next to her left, you see Kingdon on the ground. Like he's asleep, holding the sword. His sword.
Lilith, sheathes her sword and, rushes for him.
He is just dead asleep.
King!
He's not going to wake just yet. He's having a nice dream.
Kaylin is kind of watching the, what was their name again?
Omnet.
Omnet?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, watching them, very warily still.
They seem so very comfortable right now. He's having a nice dream. No need to disturb him.
What did you do to him?
gave him a nice drink. He was having such a terrible time before I found him. Screaming, crying, wondering what he lost. In the next moment, remembering what he lost, and then screaming, crying some more.
If you did anything to hurt him, I will kill you.
I did just tell you exactly what I did to him.
And I'm supposed to trust you how?
Have I done anything untrustworthy up until this point?
I mean, you've been a bitch.
Doesn't mean I can't be a trustful one. Not like you're winning any Nobel Prizes yourself.
Your favor for Luke cost a favor as well.
Yes, the favor is getting this creature off of my hands.
What?
I don't want to keep in a dream forever. That's just annoying.
What's going to happen when he wakes up?
What happens when you wake up? Your eyes
I
open.
remember what I've lost too.
And what the fuck do you want for it?
You just gave it. Luke is on his way.
Why do you give a fuck about what Luke is doing and where he is?
Oh, I don't. I just care about where all of you are going to be. See, you made the reference to chess, but it's not chess. Chess implies that there's two players, but there's just one. The game's already set. Game's already happened. I just had to make sure it happens in the way it's supposed to.
Well then, you've said your piece. I think we'll take our friend and be on our way then.
Oh, do stay for the night. After all, it's dark already.
Does that mean we have to put up with you?
Well, only if you want to know more.
She just picks up King and like puts his sword on her hip.
Kingdom does not let go of the sword.
You guys can fucking chat all you want. I'm making camp, and I'm making sure that he is nice and warm and safe.
Oh, so you want to be in a tent rather than the house?
What house?
Oh, that one. And she points to your left. And most definitely it wasn't there a second ago. But there's a nicely furnished house there. Easy enough in order to fit at least 10 of you.
No.
Your loss. But I do hear that it's supposed to rain tonight. She turns and starts walking towards the house with a bit of a sway to her hip. Like nothing. Again, she's just very comfortable right now. Like, no sense of danger.
Galen turns to the rest
Hold on.
Look,
Someone is knocking at my
I don't
door.
want to go into a house that just appeared out of nowhere. It could just as easily disappear while we're in it. Especially with they want to move us around places.
Lilith is going to put King down like against a tree, like very gently, and like start making camp.
I'll you know what? I'll cast speak with wait, where is it? I need to make sure I do have the big board. Yes, I'm gonna cast speak with plants and try and convince the tree to extend its branches and make us a better canopy and shelter for the night from the rain.
The moment you start thinking that, the trees just bend over you.
Thank you.
You didn't even have to cast your spell.
Wait, what?
The moment the thought entered your head of I need to make these trees make a better canopy for us, they did.
Are these magic trees?
Not from what you can tell, just normal trees.
I want to examine the trees.
It's a tree.
Def-
Kind of hard
I
to
want
mess up a
imagine
tree.
them growing an apple.
An apple falls off the tree and hits you on the head.
Well, fuck.
This is not an apple tree, though.
I'm gonna try eating the apple.
It tastes like apple.
Fine. Huh. Anybody hungry?
Lilith is making a campfire out of like twigs and stuff that she finds, and is just like the whole time never strays very far from Kingdon. Like, is always looking over her shoulder to make sure he's okay.
Well, Lilith, whenever you went to go and, spark the campfire alive, this is the first strike lit it up. Like nothing. This is possibly the easiest to catch campfire you've ever had in your life.
She like frowns. Something. I feel like that bitch is trying to make things easier on us. Somehow.
I can make us a little.
Is
Don't-
Kingdon showing any signs of waking yet?
Is Kingdon showing signs of waking?
Yes.
He does look good enough to wake up. He just is not currently.
Lilith is gonna like gently shake him. My love?
Do I need to roll anything?
Oh no, you do wake up. You are having a wonderful dream. About how you finally found Lilith. And we're going on a wonderful date with Lilith. Just through Gordwin. Just enjoying the sights.
Slowly blinks a little bit. Slowly looks up. Do I actually see Lilith?
You do. Although in different armor than you last remember. Eyes were a bit of a darker shade than you remember, but still Lilith.
He looks confused for a second, and you see him reach up, like touch your face. Rose?
She's gonna kiss him.
React to that how you will.
He is shocked, but kind of overwhelmed by emotion as well. And kisses her back.
She just like pulls back and is just like hugging him very close and very tight. Don't ever fucking worry me like that again.
Lily, you feel him pretty trembling. And he wraps both his arms around your neck and he's like hiding his head in the crook of your neck, and he's like, where'd you go? Where were you? I couldn't
I knew I
feel-
was
couldn't-
forgetting something. You see Omnet walk around the tree and lightly touch Kingdon on the top of his head. Kingdon, you have memories of why you lost your memory. Because the Emperor took them to punish Lilith. But you have them back now. All of them.
Lilith like jerks him away from Omnet. Don't touch him.
I'm only helping. So jumpy.
She just like growls at her. And King, you have never seen Lilith as aggressive. Lilith has never been this aggressive.
He reaches up to touch her face. Nervous. It's your father. It was a punishment. Oh God, what did I do?
No, you didn't do anything, baby. You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, I did.
No, I did. I fucked up.
You know what?
Tell me, child, what exactly did you do wrong?
One moment. Sorry to interrupt. Roger turns to Omnet. Do you have anything else important to add? Or are you just going comment?
I'm only here to add if you wish me to add. Right now, I'm just trying to help him stop being this right now.
Let him
Lilith
process
is like-
on his own time.
Lilith is like holding him away from her, and it's just like very defensive.
Do you need something else?
Oh, I need so many things, but none of them you can provide me.
Great.
Then fuck
she-
off.
No.
She casts Lemon's tiny hut. 10-foot radius immovable dome of force springs into existence around you and above you and remains stationary for the duration. 9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside the dome with you. Creatures and objects within the dome, when you cast a spell, can move through it freely. All other creatures are barred from passing through it. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. The atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather outside. Until the spell ends, you can command the interior to become dimly lit or dark. The dome is opaque from the outside, of any color you choose, but it's transparent from the inside. I am erecting this wall directly in her face, separating the rest of us from her. The spell lasts 8 hours.
She calmly looks at it, knocks on it twice, and you can see the spell activate from her knocking on it, and she casts Dispel Magic. It is a 3rd level spell, and it immediately crumbles. That's not nice. After all, you are in my home right now.
Alright. Then we'll get out of your hair then. You said you don't need anything from us? And I'd hate to impede on your hospitality. We'll just get going.
Here's the
then.
difference. I said I didn't need anything from you. Specifically, you, Roger. The others still have things that I could use.
Do I happen
Wait
to
until
recognize her?
morning at least.
I'm sorry. One at a time.
Sorry.
Kaylin?
Do I...
I But can this wait until morning at least?
Kingdon?
Do I happen to recognize this woman?
You remember her briefly in kind of a haze state? As you know for a fact, she prevented you from continuing something that you didn't want to continue. She stopped you from doing something that you didn't want to do. But you don't know what. Just a bit too much of a haze for you.
So I don't remember the full past.
Not quite
Mostly.
yet. It's more of a haze right now.
Okay. I look at her. I remember you, kind of.
Not surprising you remember me at all after what you've been through. I can only know.
Remember that.
Honestly, I only remember possibly 2 other creatures going through the same thing you just went through, but neither one of them retained anything from it.
It's really hazy right now.
So for your sake, it stays that way.
Forgive my friends. They're a little jumpy.
A little? She just pointed. She calmly looks at Lilith.
Lilith looks like she's ready to bite her head off.
Okay. It's okay.
That's how you treat everyone who helps your boy toy?
He's my boyfriend.
To be quite honest, yes.
So you're the jealous type. It's a shame.
So, how long have I been
Hmm,
out?
Say about 2 days, maybe 3.
2 days. Oh, where have I been?
I wouldn't go scratching at that wall just yet. Give it some time.
You said you needed something. What do you want?
Oh, it's not what I want, it's what I need. There's a difference here. See, what I want is something beyond what you can give me currently. What I need is for you 4, tentative 5, to not go northeast. Not yet, at least.
Northeast.
No, little wannabe angel friend here thinks that they're gonna find their friend up there. By the time you get there, though, he's gonna be long gone.
What do you-
Obviously, we're gonna go after my body first. Right?
What do you mean your body?
Oh, right, you did just make out with the Grand General's corpse.
I did what? Lily?
I am probably not the Lilith that you're looking for.
You are, just a piece of her.
What are you talking about? What happened?
Well, apparently my grandfather put like a fucking secret like switch in me that if you said a certain word, 2 words, I would become a platinum knight and attack anyone that around me. I'm under somebody else's control right now, but like my sword sucked some part of me into it and put me into the corpse of the Grand General.
I slowly turn and look at Kaylin and Roger.
I'm not insane.
Yeah, I think we might have wanted to let him have. I know you just woke up, but a good night's rest before we face the whole story of what's happened for us the last couple days.
I slowly turn, look back at Lilith. My Rose.
Don't tell him about the dragon.
My what?
Nothing.
My
Omnet
Okay,
is just
let's do
giggling into her
Let's
hand
get
right
you
now.
some food, and I imagine an apple growing from the tree again, and like try to hold my hand out to catch it.
Omnet waves her hand, and a bushel of apples drops.
I fucking knew that bitch was fucking with shit.
Okay.
It's my
Right.
home.
Can I ask a question? Just one.
Mm-mm.
And I don't mean this in any bad way. You know that.
Make tea for you.
Oh, I would love some tea.
Let's get you some tea.
What the flip is up with your family?
You want the short version of the long version of that?
It's like you know anything about my family.
Oh, I know the generations.
What generations? It started with grandfather, and he's been around since the fucking founding.
You're missing a few greats there.
No, he's my grandfather.
That is how he introduced himself to you.
Kaylin, can we get some extra strong tea?
And something I fucking realized just now, I can talk about that bastard. I wasn't able to do that before.
Oh.
Yeah, magic's... He tied magic to his bloodline.
Oh god, there's so many secrets I could fucking tell you guys right now.
Okay, sounds like we're all getting tea.
Or something stronger, like wine.
I do not trust you.
I'll be drinking with you if that makes any difference.
I don't trust you.
So, tell me, why do you not
How do
trust
you know
me?
about grandfather?
Tell me, what do you think I am?
A bitch.
That describes me, but not what I am.
I don't know. You were like a wolf or whatever. A spirit, maybe? A bitchy spirit.
Absolutely not. Too small scale.
Are you
If I'm talking to a god right now, I'm going.
Oh, heavens no.
demigod? No, nothing. Something.
No, if anything, I'm a usurper.
Not a
A
demon.
usurper.
Well, yes.
What a great
You
reason to trust you.
Well, it was either me or someone far worse than me. And she just
Who would that
looks
be?
at Lilith.
What?
Nothing.
Far worse than me? Yeah, you mean like, or you mean like my fucking grandfather?
Again, missing
Yeah,
a few
he's
greats
the
there.
worst. He
Really?
is the worst. He's the whole
What?
reason the fucking invasion's about to happen.
Invasion?
Grandfather wants father to expand the empire.
Kaylin, please make mine a double.
And what nobody tells you is that grandfather is the one behind the whole empire.
At
Well,
this
father
point,
has a
Caitlin
lot
is
of
inventing
control.
The Long Island iced tea.
While father has a lot of
That's all
control,
we-
Yeah,
everyone
you're absolutely
answers
getting
to
all the stuff you
grandfather.
need, Kaylin, to make that.
Yeah, we're gonna need this. Lilith, I hate to be the one to point this out, but is there a reason you're kind of skipping over the comments about the great thing? Because that, copied with everything you're telling me right now, is giving a lot of...
Yeah,
Oh,
fine.
right,
We can
right.
ask the bitch about the great thing.
No, I think we know the answer. Assuming she is telling the truth. But
Haven't lied to you yet?
how would we know if you had?
That's the thing about trust, isn't it?
Fine, you probably know more tea about the Empire than I do.
Not about the whole empire, more about the great grandfather. I think you're up to 7 now with you.
Did you know him?
I still know him, and I wish I didn't.
That makes 2 of us.
Should have died in the womb if I had to say in it.
He's the one.
No.
He's the reason I went on my journey.
Well,
To
yes.
get away from him, or he made you?
He planted a little fucking spell in my head that I needed to broaden my horizons. I remember it. I remember meeting him. I remember him saying that, and then I remember packing my fucking bags.
I thought she wanted to make a life for herself.
That's what I thought too. The thought never even crossed my mind before he said something.
So do you want the good news or the bad news?
Fuck me up first, I guess.
The bad news is... that was probably the least terrible thing he's done to you.
Oh, I'm assuming that the worst thing he's done to me is put a fucking kill switch in my head.
You did what?
That's about probably the 3rd worst.
Oh, come the
Worst
fuck
thing from
on.
him.
I'll be honest, I don't know the first, because the worst of the worst, he's been planning for a long time. I don't even know the end goal for that one.
I'm assuming he's the one that chose me to be the next heir.
Yes, but also no.
What's the good news?
The good news is now you have a way to sever that little terrible blood magic he has over you.
Well, yeah, I'm not.
No,
Or at least this
right
part
now-
of me isn't in the body right now.
well, yes, but this is temporary, but you have a more permanent solution with this.
What?
All you have to do is kill your body. Keep this one.
No, I want my body back. I don't want to be in somebody's fucking corpse. That's weird.
True, but you get your body back and that magic's right back where it started. You're none the wiser once again.
And we probably can't tell you either.
Oh, you could tell them until you're blue in the face and nothing would come of it.
Yeah.
That's my fucking body.
Yes, and that's the problem. You've been in the Empire with that body for how long?
My whole life.
And so he's had unrestricted access to put spell after spell after spell on it.
I'm not even me right now.
No, but you kill the original, and pieces of you have to go back where the rest of it is.
I'm not thinking the best right now, but you said your sword helped you regain part of that.
Oh yes,
right?
it's cursed.
You have a what?
Told you guys I talk to my sword all the time. The white's in it.
We saw that happen, King.
Hella cursed.
I don't remember a lot right now. Just
I am a
hold
little
on.
curious. Was the cursed sword thing like a part of that whole plan, or did that just
Oh, I
Plan.
saw it coming.
happen? Yeah, I'm sure you did.
I have to. Happened within my territory.
No, what I'm saying is, okay, hear me out. What if you are able to collect the rest of the pieces of your body, like the important pieces from whatever is left of the soul, and bring it back to you, this new you that I still don't understand?
I don't want to be stuck in the Grand General's corpse, even if it does look like me now.
Can we
That's
please
weird.
stop saying that? That means I kissed the Grand General, and I'm not processing any of this.
Yeah,
well.
exactly. Do you want to kiss the Grand General for the rest of your life? Marry the Grand General? Have kids with the Grand General? No,
His-
you don't.
His face starts to go very red.
What if we just-
So Lilith, I want you to run back what you just said to him. I think you just admitted to a few
I'm
things.
killing myself again.
Roger.
She just gets up. She just gets up and like grabs her sword.
The sword does not come out of the sheath.
No, listen, you have to right now.
No, I
listen,
can't,
you have to be a wingman.
I can't do this for you. You die, I die. I can't do that.
You-
And I
be a homie. Be a homie right now and let me die.
No. That's not a good idea. Just think about this.
Can I try and just link one of like a piece of my chainmail? Try and get a like. I want to try and make a makeshift ring out of.
You know what? Just give me a strength check.
Oh yeah, yeah, great at those. Yep. 12.
Oh yeah, you know your chainmail better than anyone, so of course you're gonna know where the link is that you can just detach.
I'm still wrestling with my sword. Like her face is beat red right now.
Well, he tries to go stand up, but his legs are still wobbly.
Roger
Phelan will help
goes
him up.
over to Kington. Is like, do you want to marry her or marry them?
Yeah, dude, but I don't.
Make the poor boy faint.
Roger hands him the little chain, the chain link ring.
That may be a little too soon. This isn't the most.
I look at Roger and look at the ring and just say, okay, is Lilith distracted?
I'm still wrestling my fucking sword right now.
I look at Roger. Listen, I really do, but let me try to make sense of things. And I'm not saying no, but I got to get some pieces filled in. And,
Well, whenever you're ready. Now you have it.
I have ideas. Just, give me time. What is my
Let me know
life
if you-
right now?
Let me know if you need any help.
Okay. My rose.
Yeah?
Please come here. Please.
Please stop trying to kill yourself.
Please
Lilith,
come
like, goes over and, like, sits next to him.
Kaylin,
here. You've been...
you see Omnet just in like the background with her hands in front of her with like heart eyes. She's obviously enjoying this interaction.
He slowly sits down. He's like looking at her. You've been really far away for a really long time. Can you just stay next to me, right? Please?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
won't go
remember much,
anywhere.
and I'm not trying to be clingy, but
I don't mind if you are.
I need some stability right now. Things are really, really weird.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure you're okay.
I'm not worried about me, I'm worried about you, my love.
Well, if you're worried about me, then that leaves room for me to worry about you.
Mm.
We're evening it out. You can see he looks, even with the sleep, he still looks pretty drained.
She's just gonna, like, hold him. And give him a kiss on the top of his head.
We'll work things out, okay?
Yeah.
Just
You
please
should
don't,
rest.
please don't shift into the Grand General when I wake up. I don't want another nightmare.
I don't think I will. I think this body is mine now.
For all intents
So
and
it's gonna look
purposes,
like
yes.
You'll
Ron-
look like you.
Yes. Jeez. Don't worry, Lilith's body is kind of stuck in this form as long as the sword is with them. And, holding the soul inside of it. So when this body dies, Grand General's body, as it was.
We're gonna work it out. We always do.
Yeah, Yeah. Anyway, you, wanted to... Yeah, tell me what you know about Grandpa. Or great grandpa.
There's only 7
I'm very
greats.
interested in how to kill him.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That is one thing I don't have access to. I don't have any information on how to kill him. If I had it, he'd be dead.
So
Mhm.
him dying is part of your plan?
Him dying is what I want to happen. It's not currently in my domain, so I can't make it happen. I
Is
can
that
only
also
put...
the thing you need to happen?
Well, for everyone to have the best chance of killing him, I need certain events to take place.
I still don't trust you, but if you don't like Grandpa...
Out of everyone in this world, I believe there's only 2 other people who would hate him more than me.
Can I be included in one of those? Because,
You cannot fathom the amount of hatred these 2 have. It is beyond your
Sounds like-
mortal understanding.
I am also not a fan of him, so...
I'd say
Sounds
about...
like we have 2 more people to find.
Oh, you'll never find them. They can't interact with this place.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It's forbidden. After all, this world's supposed to grow without the gods interfering.
The gods hate him.
So even
Well,
Two other gods hate my grandpa.
Isn't his whole thing and the Empire's whole thing killing gods? I can imagine the others are going to be upset.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Only one of them is a god.
Kingdom places a hand on his necklace.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. Doesn't work here.
I don't think it'll work at all.
I'm sorry, dear, you're gonna have to speak up.
I don't think it's gonna work at all.
Oh, and why is that? You lose hope already?
I tried to go to the shrine.
Yes, which one?
And where were we? Gordwin?
Mm-hmm. The shrine to whom?
Soul.
Right. And what's around the shrine in Gordwin?
To be honest with you, ma'am, I
Platinum Knights.
Got it in one. And what does every Platinum Knight wear?
One of those necklaces.
That block your connection with deities. How else do you make a city renounce the deities in such a seamless way? Just make it seem like they're not listening.
I guess she heard me, though. That's what matters.
I don't think she heard you at that moment. But she knows
It's
now.
a two-way blocking.
Think of it like covering an eye and an ear.
It's okay.
They're still there. They're not dead yet.
I don't think they can die.
Oh, they can. Two of them already did.
What?
Yes. Two deities have already died.
Recently?
Within the past 2,000 years. Although the time span... Oh, no. The next one's going to wipe the rest of them.
What?
Well, yes. Why do you think there's so many Platinum Knights now? Back then, it was the ploy of just one.
I still don't entirely understand your place in this story. In this plan.
Or what you are.
I am not a deity. I am just part of the world. I hold a great power. One that so many people tend to underestimate, and I like it that way. But yet so many people know it's powerful. I'll give you a hint. She grabs a leaf and drops it in front of her, and the leaf slows down and then is instantly on the ground.
Time?
Got it in one? I was given dominion over time because the previous deity of time was killed. But time can't stop, it can't be broken because the deity's gone, it has to go somewhere. So I took it. Took my opportunity so that I could try my best to kill the bastard that did it. I am the last worshipper of the god of time. And I will forever be the last worshipper, because the god of time doesn't exist anymore.
Is it the grandfather that took him?
Yes. Well, more like set up events to ensure he did die. See, your 7 great-grandfathers, not terrifying because he's powerful. He is, though. But he's terrifying because how well he can plan things. And his plan right now for the next step is the end of all deities. The only way to do that, though, is through the first. One that made them all.
I won't let that happen.
I don't know how it can happen yet. After all, in order to kill the first, you have to kill every bit of influence the first has on this world. And that's all of those wonderful golden trees you've all been seeing.
They're already trying. They're poisoning them.
But they're still there. Even if they are poisoned, they're still his influence. You have to get rid of all of them.
That's what the invasion's about.
But you can't commit... Go ahead.
Into their bag and pull out the golden root.
That there's an influence.
This. I don't really know how to save a god.
Oh, that'll come in time. She just gives a slight smirk to herself. You all have a part to play. See, you are the ones I can actually work with. There's another group I can't work with, because if I do, it kills everything.
Why does it kill everything?
Because they become reliant. The other group, they can't be reliant on me. They have to rely on themselves. You, however, not as an important role to play, and you're already pretty reliant on things other than me. Distrustful already. It's fine. So there's nothing I can do at this point in time that will change your path. At least the way you're growing.
Mhm. So... Oh, everything froze. Cool.
So,
Hearing all that, the dragon thing doesn't even really seem like that big a deal.
oh no, that's a big deal. See, that was the first dragon. That was probably the greatest influence the first has ever put into this world.
Oh, shit.
Is that a good thing?
Well, it flew off, so probably not.
It's alive, isn't it?
Is it?
There's a dragon?
Yes, bigger than Gordwin. You remember how the story was with Gordwin? The walls were made from the ribs?
Yeah.
That was about the entire circumference of the wall was maybe half of the top half of its body.
Okay.
Do you remember the mountain behind Gordwin?
Uh-huh.
It's more of a mound now.
Okay.
Yeah, Gordwin's had a very rough couple of days, to say the least.
It
At
should.
least we killed that one bitch.
Mm,
Oh, which one?
we sure did.
Uh,
I don't know if we got her name. We just killed her ass. Wait, no.
no,
we killed her.
no, yeah, Lilith remembers the name. She looks over at King. I kind of killed your sister.
Wait, there was... Right.
What?
I killed your sister.
His
She had it
eyes.
coming.
His eyes immediately go wide, and Lilith, you see a pure look of horror on his face.
Hey, baby, no, it's okay. She can't hurt you anymore. I cut her head off.
You met her.
Well, this one has the right idea.
You met. Oh God. Oh.
It's okay. Hey, baby.
No.
Look at me. It's okay. It's okay. Hey. Hey. She's just gonna like hold his face in her hands.
She's sorry.
Hey. She's gone.
He starts shaking his head.
She's gone.
No, she's never gone. No, she's never
I
gone.
saw her head leave her body. And then I set it on fire.
Kingdom, do you want me to take this one?
What?
Yeah.
So you've done step 1. What about 2 through 12?
The fuck are you talking about?
She can't. She's not dead.
What do you mean 2 through 12? No one survives having their head cut off from their body and then set on fucking fire. I saw her burn to ashes.
I agree, the body you saw, dead.
Where are the rest?
What?
You didn't think she'd be stupid enough to stay there during a siege, would you?
Oh. Oh God, she was there. She really was there.
Now, Kingdom, I'm going to give you a bit of comfort.
Mm-hmm.
At this moment in time, she has no knowledge of where you or your friends are.
Okay. What's the downside?
Oh, that was it.
But she knows what you look like. You see him start shaking, and for the first time, Lilith, he lets out a pretty big cuss word.
Hey, that's big words coming from you, baby.
Honestly,
Why can't she?
deserved.
What do you mean? How big of a bitch is she?
You know how, I am?
Yeah, you're a huge bitch.
Right. I'm him compared to her. And she points at Kingdom.
Well, what?
Having tea.
Okay, I need to tell you something. I really gotta tell you. Oh God, how do I do this?
Hey, it's okay. You don't have to tell me anything, baby, if you're not ready. I am, however, going to find whatever the rest of her is, and I am going to kill her.
He
Again.
takes her hand and You still love me, right?
Baby, there's nothing you could ever do or say that would make me not love you.
I wasn't. He kind of like tests it to see if he can talk about this. I wasn't born like this.
Hmm?
Lily, I was human.
You're a tiefling.
I wasn't born. Not after she got a hold of it.
What do you mean?
My mother, after she passed away, my sister, needed something to distract herself with. So I had to shift and grow in a way that she forced, including my body. And after some very long and excruciating nights, I can no longer call myself. And he puts a hand up onto his horns and brings up his tail. I didn't. She made me different.
How? How does someone make you a tiefling?
By being the worst creature in existence. Second to one. So you all left before the second part of what she was planning came about in Gordwin. So you missed the fun. So phase 2 of her getting back at everyone was flooding the city with demonic shapeshifters.
Demons?
No, demonic shapeshifters. Demons and shapeshifters spliced together. Because she had enough practice.
You're not a tiefling, then.
And he slowly starts shaking his head. I don't think I am.
Or a shapeshifter?
Demon.
I'm sorry, Caitlin, that was the most Andros way of answering that question.
What?
Oh yes, shapeshifter and demons. She had practice. Oh, so you're a shapeshifter. Got it.
Could have been.
I didn't ask to be like this. I swear,
Hey, baby, like I said, I don't care what you are. You're still...
I'm not a soldier, Lily.
I know. I know.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to lie. I didn't
I
want...
know you didn't. No, listen. The moment that I met you, you remember back whenever we were on that ship, right? The one that brought us here
Yeah,
with the dapper pirate, right?
yeah.
You tried to tell me things then, back whenever we were sleeping in that room together. You tried to tell me, and I figured out real quick that there were things that you can't tell me. I figured out real quick that there was something preventing you from telling me.
I tried so many times.
I know. I know.
swear. I don't
Just
know why
like-
I'm able to tell you now. I don't know why.
That's
That's
because
what-
you're in my home.
There were things that I tried to tell you too, and I couldn't because I was in that body.
I don't know what to say other than I'm so sorry.
Baby, you don't have to apologize for anything.
I wanted to be good enough for you. That's all I cared about. That's all I still care about.
She like holds his face and like looks at him. You are more than I could ever ask for.
I love you so much.
I love you.
Annette just sort of leans up next to Kaylin, just wiping her face as she is full on, like crocodile crying silently from the sideline. It's just so pretty.
You're an unexpected person.
I'm a sucker for romance, okay?
I know with what you experienced, you probably don't want to go back. And I know that I mentioned earlier, King, I don't want to force you to do anything, but are you okay being with me forever? If it means going back there?
If you knew the mental state that I have been in while being absent from you, you'd know that's no question. Never stray too far.
Yeah.
You are my rose. As long as you'll have me. I don't know what all she's done to me, though.
I don't know what all he's done to me either.
And since I'm able to talk, my name. Remember, I told you I denounced your name when you saved me, right?
Yeah.
Kingdom is my name. And it's the name I will live and die with. But my dead name. He looks uncomfortable again for a second, but
You
straightens
don't have to
himself
say
out.
it, baby. You don't.
Kaiba Jiro.
Would I know the last name?
Absolutely. That is a very infamous name. Like, wildly infamous.
As assassins, correct?
As in, you hire them, they could potentially assassinate a nation. It is wildly bad. They were about the only ones that your father was on edge about every time the phrase was said.
I am the second son of Adrian Giroux and my late mother, Yuzuki Giroux.
I see. I see why. Father was a little bit not afraid, but wary. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't change how I feel about you. It's just, wow, that's a big assassin family.
Yeah.
Him? Assassin?
By the way,
Yeah.
Lilith, it was only ever theorized that there were thousands of them. You never got an actual number.
Is it true that there's like thousands of you?
Thousands?
Of, you know, your assassins, part of your clan.
Those rumors.
Ah,
I've heard them quite a few times. But, with what she has done,
That just sort of leans over a little bit. The truth is much more terrifying.
Lily, she, as far as I know, I was my sister's main interest for 13 years. And I've been out of her interest for a year. That is a dangerous amount of time for her to point interest to somewhere else.
is she the one that left you like that?
She is only one of them.
Kingdon,
Who
just
are the rest?
One at a time, what?
I was going to ask a question, but obviously Lilith here's a lot more emotional about it. Although I believe our answer is very similar.
I had a disagreement with my father. I finally had enough. I remember a fight breaking out. And some things went black. And the last thing I see is being flung from a cliff with my father looking down at me as I dropped out of sight.
I'll kill him too, then.
This is getting to be a long list.
Well, let me sum up that list. Kingdon, how big is your family?
My father and brother and sister. That I know of, at least.
So, Lilith, to
What is-
answer your question, there's only 4.
That I need to kill.
No, 4 in his family.
3 that I need to kill.
Yes. What was the rumors from your empire?
1,000, maybe more.
So, I'd say you're not ready quite yet.
Lily, you said you saw my. You see, like when he tries to say her name, he almost looks sick. You saw.
You don't have to I know who you're talking about. You don't have to justify that bitch with saying her name.
You saw her.
Yes.
She's had time. Time to study, time to make plans, time to... God, how many more victims?
So that does leave a question for you 4. What do you plan on doing next?
Depends on how much damage my body is doing right now.
Could we go back to Gordon?
I wouldn't suggest against that currently. I would also suggest against going after your body currently as well.
What other options do we have?
Oh, going after your
need-
sister.
I need to talk to my father.
Okay. Annette reaches around behind her back and pulls out a scroll of sending and hands it to you.
What are the strings attached?
You have to talk to your father. I figure that'd be punishment enough.
She just like sort of like her mouth twitches like she wants to smile at
But
that.
immediately goes back because she knows who she's talking to you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a moment, everyone.
Remember, sending has 25 words.
Oh shit. This is Lilith. Long story short, there is 2 of me. Send.
Oh, that's gonna go so well.
Alright, so whenever you leave this place, you'll have your message.
Alright.
Well, he's just not going to get it until after you leave, of course.
Well, anything else we all wanted to discuss before heading in?
But you
Yes, I trust you to not to have it all start over.
I know a little more about your story. I would say I still trust you, but I'm willing to work with you.
Trust you more than my grandpa. Great.
Yeah, I'm working with him.
Oh yeah, same.
Unfortunately, I don't believe you all will be around for that.
I don't care who does it as long as my family is finally free of him.
Yeah, that will be nice.
I don't want my rule to be influenced by another. I'll make my own damn decisions as Empress.
This is delightful. So, Kaylin, Roger, any deep, dark, terrible pasts that you have to reveal?
I owed a lot of money to a guy in return for him not killing me, but the racks kind of covered that, so I'm good.
Yeah.
You two are boring.
Well,
Rude. I'm sure they have deep, dark, terrible secrets we can talk about while braiding each other's hair.
Do not touch my hair.
You know, I'm about sure that at least one of you is amnesiac.
Well, I wouldn't know it if I was, wouldn't I?
Yeah, it's a darn shame that. Kaylin, I'm more interested in how you're able to connect with the golden roots as well as you do. I actually don't know of anyone else who can do it like you do.
well, I don't really even know much about the connection I have with it still, but
Something to look forward to then.
yeah.
I know clerics that follow the First that can't manipulate it like you can.
I don't like the idea of manipulating it.
No, you can't. They can't even.
Manipulation and divine doesn't go together.
Well, let me phrase it differently. The clerics who follow the First can't even ask the roots to move. And yet here you are, creating walls with it.
Well, yeah. I don't know how that happened, but
Something to look into, I suppose. Now, who wants tea or wine or some, hot
take wine.
meals?
I could try and eat.
Maybe the last hot meal you have for a while, so I'd suggest savoring it. Did just recently kill a big boar.
Oh, I'll take some wine. Kingdon, you'd be the only one in the party that knows this. Lilith is a lightweight whenever it comes to wine.
He goes, maybe not.
Oh, why not? We talked about some heavy things today. Surely everyone needs a little wine to, calm themselves down again.
Who knows? Maybe the Grand General was a heavy drinker. Who knows?
well, here. Let's pass around the glass and
I was gonna drink
Well, I
straight
can't
out of
say
the
what.
bottle.
well, whatever you like. But
I'll share.
can't say we're all friends, but here's to allies in vengeance.
Friends -1.
Could be worse.
Yeah.
Hey, I think you guys are my friends.
Yeah, we are.
Kingdon kind of slowly.
Shame the metal man's missing this.
Yeah. I don't think he can drink though.
Maybe spiked oil?
Maybe.
Do you give Kingdon wine too?
Yeah.
Anyone who would take it.
Kingdon takes it and just kind of looks at it. Friends? Back together?
Yeah.
Anything I can do is to drink my own pee, and this is
Don't stray too far?
something I've never done before.
I don't plan on it, my love.
Gonna hold you to that. He downs the wine.
Maybe not too much.
Omnet just sips out of her wine glass with a absolute knowing smile.
Make sure you eat something with that. Trust me. You don't want to know what happens.
My love, you know that you don't take that very well.
He stops. Immediately his cheeks go red. He looks over at Lily. Lily!
Ah, get this man some bread and cheese. Or that pork will do.
It's like you never remember that you don't do well with alcohol.
I've missed
I
you,
think they're not doing
Lily.
well with alcohol contributes to the not remembering.
You
Lily-
should have seen him the night that we confessed to each other. We had a few dragonborn spirits.
Aw.
Ooh.
You had a few. I said stop.
I didn't have too much.
You had
A cup? Did he say cup?
You had a cup of dragonborn something. And
Dragonborn spirits is very strong and potent. Anyone would have been a little bit tipsy.
What was the name of this dragonborn spirits?
I don't remember.
it was dragonborn made ale from a barbarian tribe. Completely of dragonborns.
That sounds good.
Dragonborn barbarian ale. There'd be 3 different kinds of drinks. It's either going to be dragon's breath or what is it? Secret scales. No, it was scale secretion. That one was weird.
I think it was Black Dragon Fang.
Black dragon. You got drunk off of black dragon thing?
It was Black Dragonborn, who was very friendly.
Oh yeah, we helped them save their village whenever we landed in what was the name of the town?
The fact that you don't remember tells me everything I need to know about your tolerance level as well.
No, we just whatever.
Someone's definitely
least,
happy that their boy toy's back.
I wonder what they're up to these days. Anyway, changing subject. You know, the pirates that we were friends with on that ship. Sarah and the Dragonborn.
Tyson?
I
Ty?
don't remember. Ty. We called him Ty, yeah.
Ty.
So, Roger, what are you going to do now that you're going to be out of debt?
Obviously, hanging with us.
Roger just gives her a dead stare over the fire. Just impassive face, empty face, just.
So you're just going to stare? Alright, your loss. Okay then, what about you? You're gonna get your reward from the Reichs? What are you planning on doing with it?
Well, I need the money to buy my home back, basically. And I imagine by the time that I get back there, there's going to be a lot of work to do restoring it. But
Oh, yeah, that's right. We need to go to Reichthorn to get our... Well, you guys do.
I miss my home, and I hate to think about what state it must be in right now, but
You want to know?
unfortunately, I know they were letting loose a lot of people who shouldn't be hanging out in the woods. There's just poachers and farmers being pushed out and cutting down a lot of the trees.
What do you want to know?
It's complicated. There was this one place kind of deeper in the woods that I always loved to go to. It was just really peaceful by a stream and a clearing with some of my favorite flowers, and I'm afraid that it's been destroyed.
So do you want to know?
Yes.
Easy. She puts her wine glass down and just runs her finger around the rim of it, making a nice little siren ring. Then she taps the wine, and the top of the wine shimmers for a moment. And then you just start seeing green. And then it just sort of slowly focuses up more and more. And you do see that exact spot. The only thing you see really different with it is that the stump that you sat on, that was, it was not like a cut stump, but it was a worn down stump over time because it had just naturally fallen over. It just has a bit more moss on it than you remember.
I miss it there. It was always quiet.
No, it's still quiet now. So you're still fighting for it?
I am.
About you, Roger, what do you want? Given the other three something since they've been in my home, it'd be remiss of me not to offer you something.
I'm good.
Yes, but what do you want?
Nothing I trust you to help me with.
Alright, your loss. Just
You
know.
can just show us things?
Yes. This is my home, where time converges. So if it's any place in time, I can see it. But you only get one.
I'll save mine.
No, I don't know if I can give it to you at a later time. Because you're in my home now, I don't think you'll be back.
Why does time converge here?
Because this is where I am.
Oh, okay.
It converges where I am. Well, when I am. Which is all time. It's unusual to explain. Just think of it this way. Right now, time isn't moving for you all. You're not a part of it right now.
And the effects around here, the magic that we can just make things happen, is that...
That's just because it's mine.
That's... cool.
Roger, you want to see anything?
I don't have much to see.
What about Luke?
Sure.
At what point in time? If I show you where he's at now, he'll just be walking through the woods. Or setting up camp. Depends on which one we're in right now.
Show me. Well, I got a couple ideas here, and one of them is much more traumatizing than the others, but also potentially more comforting. I wanna know that he ends up alright. I wanna know.
You want to know that he's safe?
Show me how he dies.
I'm going to ask this because I don't believe you understand what you're asking for. Are you sure you want to know that? The end of a story is the end. And if you see the end of a story, that's what it's going to be. Should I show you his end? That is it. That is the end. There's no changing it after it's been seen.
Fine, just show me when he gets back home to his mother with his friend.
Again, you're asking about a future event. You see it, and that's what it is. Because you saw it.
Man, you said looking at the present ain't gonna do shit because he's just walking.
Right,
like,
and then I asked
walking.
you want to know if he's safe, right?
I want to know if he ends up safe.
How about a compromise? She grabs her wine glass and sets it in front of her, and then puts her hand on top of it and just drops her hand to the table. The wine glass just vanished. She moves her hand aside, and it's a small mirror the size of the wine glass. Should you need to, look in this mirror, and it will show him, in that moment, if he's safe. Every time you look.
Thank you. She takes it.
See now, was that so hard?
Yes, it was.
Oh, you're so fun to mess with. Now, who wants to see some embarrassing childlike pictures of Lilith here?
No, I was gonna ask something different.
You don't want to see the childhood pictures of you trying your hand at gardening with your mother.
No.
Shame. Go ahead.
I want to know what my body's doing right now.
Kingdon. Could you be a dear and could you hand me that glass of yours? Blinking at me is not going to move the glass, sweetie.
He looks down at the glass. It's empty. Does that matter?
No.
Okay.
It's fine.
He goes to hand it to her, and he's like, you gotta stop moving. It's really hard to hand it to you if you're moving around the room like that.
My love, she's standing still.
He slowly looks back at Lilith, he looks the opposite direction. No, she's not.
Okay. She like helps steady his hand.
Omnet just stares for a couple seconds longer than necessary, and then finally picks the glass out of his hand. Thank you.
Yes, there you are. You're welcome.
She does the same thing
Because-
she did with the previous wine glass and puts her hand on top, slaps it down to the table, and hands you a small mirror.
And I can see
In the moment,
it any time that I want.
from the eyes of your body.
I look in the mirror.
You see a sword coming through the chest of a knight, plunging through the other side, and you see the knight is gurgling on his own blood as he's trying his best just to try to get away. You see flames around you, but they pay no attention as you're staring into the eyes of this man as he is slowly slipping away.
Ah.
It's going to be like that a lot, unfortunately.
I see. I put the mirror down.
So about those baby pictures.
No.
Kingdon, aren't you a bit curious?
Listen, we don't have to see pictures of me as a kid.
We don't need to, but it'd be delightful.
Oh, shit.
I bet you were adorable.
Oh, no, I was adorable, but no.
So, Kingdon, is this what you want?
He looks at her. He looks back at Lily. Can I see him? Please.
If you want.
This is going to be delightful. We're going to end the session there, with Omnet showing Kingdon a lot of baby pictures, from angles that pictures weren't taken from.
Omnit's weirdly a Lilith fan. Lilith is not a fan of Omnit. This is a fun dynamic.
Omnet
Lilith
is
merch.
the entire time
growing up.
Lilith is pouting or sending glares at Omnet. Omnet is just smiling ear to ear. She is deriving so much enjoyment from this. And
Kingdon is absolutely enjoying it.
unfortunately, every time that a new baby picture comes out of Lilith, Omnet is just this squealing child again. Just like, oh, that's so cute! Look at the little toes!
You're my grandma?
Much older, but look at the toes!
Lily, look at your little face.
It's like a jelly roll!
Please.
I'm part of time. And it's already happened, so it's already there. It's so cute!
He's sitting there and he smiles and he looks at Lilith and he looks back at
Omnet.
and Omnet and I love that non-binary individual.
So, for those...
He looks like he's just crying.
So yes, that's where we're ending the session for the night. For those who already know, that is absolutely Tenma.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that one guessed.
Absolutely.
I saw you pull up the tiefling in the pic. Well, I already knew she was Tenma, but then I saw you pull up the tiefling and I remembered. Oh, right, she's also the one that kidnapped Jelly.
Yes.
Yep.
It was delightful. So we're going to start off with the one that disliked them the most to the one that liked them the most from my experience. Roger, favorite, least favorite.
I was so stressed out because Roger is already having a guilt complex, and then the kid emotionally connecting with her, and then immediately being offered a deal with something she did not trust. Absolutely.
It's beautiful. It could not have worked
No.
out any better, in my opinion. From my perspective.
Roger is having a time.
It's great.
Having a
Hello,
time.
Trauma. How are you?
Yeah. Favorite? Everyone else seemed to have fun. I'm glad we got Kingdon back. I'm glad that Kingdon's alright. I'm glad that Luke seems to have not been tricked into tricked into
Something terrible.
some horrible fate.
It'll work out. It'll be fine. I promise.
I don't like your promises generally.
In my defense, I was trying to think of ways to transition Luke out because I was like, I don't want two characters in this party. That's one, not fair, and two, way too much.
Yeah.
So
I
I have
know
one
he
idea,
needed to leave, but Roger was not happy about how it happened at all.
no,
That was the point.
Yeah, it was slightly different than the plan that I had, but he didn't die
Yes.
That's
Yet.
good.
yet.
Yeah.
Don't worry, death's on the table for everyone still.
That whole conversation between Roger and Luke at the beginning was just, if this
Chef's
was a
kiss.
TV show, this would be the biggest death flags ever.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was beautiful. Just chef's kiss. Like I'm not going to lie, as a DM, I heard that conversation. It's like, ooh, I really want to just start rolling dice randomly now.
Mhm.
I just wanna this is the perfect time to freak them out. Could I kill him now? I could probably kill him now.
Remember our conversation.
Yeah. That's why I didn't start doing it. Like, random d20. Does he die?
Been one of those bad nights, I can already tell you.
It's delightful. Lilith! Favorite, least favorite. Oh, wait, hang on. Least favorite, Roger. Or did I not? Did you already say it and I just don't remember it?
I think I did.
I think you said it was how Luke left. The guilt. I think.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. Okay. Lilith. Favorite, least favorite.
Did they give a favorite?
Did you get a favorite?
Huh?
Did Roger give a favorite?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Making me question
Sorry.
existence now. Stop.
I'm sorry, it's been a while. I'm out of practice.
Lilith, go before we go or destroy ourselves mentally.
Least favorite, not being able to talk to Dad because I plan on that being like a really funny conversation of Lilith just being absolutely like a bitch to her dad. My favorite is having King back.
Fair. Alright, I'm not sure exactly between Kaelin and Kingdon who dislikes Omnet more. Or likes them more.
I mean, I'm cool with them because they.
Alright, but Kaelin's definitely growing attached because Omnet absolutely is just pissing Lilith off, and it's delightful.
I'm growing to like them now that, like, I know more about her. In
Not to mention
the
baby
whole
pictures.
taking on the mantle of being in charge of time and the last, like, worshiper of the god of time. Yeah, I respect that deeply. That's
Alright, so Kingdon, you like her less.
I know that there's definitely a lot of stuff we're not being told.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alright, Kingdon, you like her less. That added a lot more respect than I was expecting. So, Kingdon, least favorite.
Most favorite, least favorite. You said.
Yes.
Okay, because it sounded like you said least favorite. Let's see. I like the emotional interactions and kind of finally getting to tell more about Kingdon's backstory. That was fun. That whole interaction was pretty great, and just the chemistry that all the characters were building. Let's see. Least favorite is just the picturing of Roger's face when Luke turned around after accepting it. Because in Luke's head, he's scared to death. He just betrayed his friend.
Roger was just having a moment of, if this kid dies, it's because I decided to have us go talk to this wolf.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you got a picture through Luke's eyes, though, of taking this moment, turning around to say something, and just seeing that look. You know, that hit him pretty hard, which is why he said what he said to you.
Mm-hmm.
But all in all, it was a good session. Real emotional tonight, but it was good.
Hey then. Favorite, least favorite.
Kaelin?
Sorry?
Favorite, least favorite?
Like, favorite... Probably getting a lot more context on a lot of the back stuff led up to us ending up here. Least favorite, we have a lot of people to kill, and also a lot of trauma to address.
Yeah.
We have trauma children, yes.
Yay!
Yay.
To be fair, the two that have the most trauma in this party did specifically ask for the trauma.
Yay!
And one of them, and I quote, said, F me up.
In my defense, I said I'll do it myself. Thank you very much.
Yes, and the only thing you said was, here, have Marisha.
Yes.
As if that wasn't going to mess you up further.
I gave you some other characters too.
Yes.
She was just at the top.
Yes, but you gave me Marisha.
There's still Sabian, there's still the dad, I forget his name.
I like how you remembered Sabian. But you
Oh
forget
yeah, I
mentioned
remember
the
that
dad.
little douche. I remember that douchebag a lot. He keeps trying to hit on Lilith in the RP.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah,
Write that down for
Oh.
later.
that's a thing he does.
He hits on anything with legs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Kingdon.
Oh man. Well, this story just got a lot worse.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was not supposed to know that yet. Anyways,
Oh.
favorite, least favorite for me. Honestly, my favorite. This is one of the more RP heavy sessions we've had, but yet it was just such a delight. You guys went in and you went in hard, and I
Prefer RP.
chef's kiss this time. My least favorite. Honestly, I wanted to play more around with Tenma. It's such a delight just seeing the distrust from Roger just right out the gate. And then just messing with Lilith.
Why are you like messing with my boy? Yeah?
Because right now your boy's unstable and the easiest to mess with.
Yeah, that's why I was like hoping to talk to the dad, mostly because I want her to cuss her dad out.
Yes, but I kind of want like everyone to be there for that, just to truly enjoy what may happen next with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you and I both know, the Emperor does not take disrespect.
No.
So, we'll see you all
Fuck you,
next
old
week.
man!
So, we'll see you all next week for Cataclysm.
Yay.
It'll be fun. Have fun. Enjoy yourselves. Don't worry, we'll be back the week after next to traumatize these people again.
Maybe with main campaign. The main story.
Yes!
Hopefully.
So,
I
again,
have stroke.
as always, a pleasure to be your DM. Thank you so much for allowing me this pleasure. No, torturing people is legal if it's in D&D.
Yeah.
Emotional damage.
So until next time, toodaloo, thank you all, and goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Good night.
Good night, stream.
Bye.